What up, Sea of Red? You're listening to Into the Flames, a Calgary Flames fan podcast.
Your home for all things Flames and updates around the NHL.
With your hosts, Boury and Noah Eppleston.
Into the Flames. New episodes every Sunday.
Hey guys, so today we're with Flames prospect Parker Bell. How's it going, Parker?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. I guess first and foremost, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I've been good. I think I got pretty lucky in terms of the health side of things. So yeah, on that side, I'm good. Just trying to get my timing back and stuff like that. But yeah, it's coming along nicely.
Before your injury there, you were named the WHL Player of the Month back in December. What factors led to having such a successful month?
I think obviously playing with good teammates, good line mates. Yeah, I think my confidence was really high during that month. Still is, but yeah, I feel like everything just kind of clicked, and our team was doing really well as well. So that always helps.
Absolutely, yeah.
Being a player in the Western Hockey League and having to balance your priorities, how do you manage your athletic responsibilities and your other outside recreational activities?
I would say it's almost like at this point in my career, it's almost like a job going to the rink, stuff like that. So got to balance it with a little fun, hanging out with your friends outside of the rink and stuff like that to keep some joy into it. Obviously, I love coming to the rink every day, but it definitely is a grind with the way our schedule sets up and things like that. So yeah, I feel like just trying to hang out and get together with the guys as much as you can outside of the rink.
Awesome.
I know Flames fans are excited to see what happens with your development, especially after the month of December that you had. But how do you look at your game right now, and where are you looking to improve the most?
I think my game is just a big winger, 200 feet. See the ice really well, good hockey IQ, and looking to improve. Just coming out of weight transferring and coming out turns a little bit quicker. I think that's the biggest thing for me. Yeah.
Right on.
What was day 2 of draft day like for you? Like, did you have any sort of indication that it would likely be Calgary taking you on day 2, or?
No, you don't really know. You kind of just watch the TV and hope. I knew Calgary liked me. I think they talked to me the most throughout the year, but yeah, you never really know until you see your name up there.
Right. Growing up in a smaller town like Estevan, what was the emphasis on hockey like, and how did it shape you as a player today?
Well, I actually moved to Campbell River when I was 11 on the island there, but when I was younger, yeah, there's outdoor rinks everywhere. It's a pretty small city. I mean, I feel like everybody just loved hockey there. Started at a really young age. I billeted some Bruins players when I was younger too, so I feel like that kind of moved me into liking playing hockey, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have any role models that you look up to or that you try to shape your game after?
I think my biggest role model is my mom, just how hard she works and things like that. But guys I shape my game after, I mean, really skilled guy would be like Evgeny Malkin, big guy, skates well, really, really sick hands. Maybe a lesser known guy like Jake DeBrusk. He works hard, and I feel like kind of play like him. I'm obviously a little bigger, but similarities are.
Fair. What's the pregame playlist looking like at the moment?
Who's on Ox? I don't know. It's a lot of Lil Baby in the dressing room. What else? Yeah, that's it. It's a lot of Lil Baby. There's some other things here and there, but it's a lot of Lil Baby for sure.
Is that all we had?
Yeah, that's all I had written down.
We fired through that like that.
Yeah, that was quick.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for doing this, Parker. Keeping it short and sweet.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Thanks for having me.
So that was Calgary Flames 5th rounder Parker Bell. A little short and sweet interview.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can win Player of the Month in the WHL when you're going head-to-head versus the Bedard monster, I think that's a pretty flexible offense that you've got there.
Yeah. And speaking of flexible, the Winnipeg Jets are taking on the Wild today, and we suddenly find ourselves 4 points out albeit the Jets have a game in hand. So we're praying that Minnesota does a solid. But just a little brief assessment on the last two games.
Yeah, I mean, the Flames have been good, right? Like, I mean, in Dallas, it's still a little sketchy with the 2-goal lead in the third. You end up giving that up. It's a tie game. Lucky enough, I mean, Huberdeau springs Toffoli on a breakaway in the last 10 seconds, and Toffoli's able to bury it. I mean, isn't that a momentum booster, like heading into the game in Minnesota? Even though both games were not perfect, clean, or even really that deciding of hockey games that the Flames should have taken it home.
Yeah.
But it's you come away with 4 points on a back-to-back road trip. So
Jacob Markstrom, he's got that dad fever in him now. Come on, like you can't tell me that wasn't a major toll on him because oh my god, last night, hello,
yeah,
not
I mean,
last night since the Boston game.
Yeah, I'm so happy for the guy. Like, I mean, he has taken the brunt of the entire fan base all season long. So to see him actually succeeding and playing like that number one $6 million goalie that he is, it's the best news the Flames could have.
Yeah, like last night, 40 save shutout, 4.31 goals saved above expected. Just like there we go. You tell me the hockey gods wanted to do us a solid last night. The Wild score. We think that's it. It's over. It's offside.
Oh yeah, they're like the Flames were already in the dressing room, like taking gear off, using the bathroom, and they had to come back out to finish the game. And sure enough, pull it off in a shootout.
I guess we just have to wait and see what happens. I want us to be in the playoffs. Like I just do.
Yeah.
As a fan, that's literally all I care about. Even if there's a sliver of hope, which is what they've been giving us as of late, I guess it's not going to mean squat if we don't beat Anaheim and Ottawa this weekend. But still, like, it's somewhat there now, all because of 25.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he wasn't fantastic in Dallas, but he did what he needed to do to get us through that game. And then, yeah, was absolutely amazing in Minnesota last night. And yeah, that offside call, I mean, if you're a Minnesota fan, you're probably not going home too happy after that one. But I mean, you got 3 winnable games coming up here too. I mean, you got Anaheim on Friday, you got Ottawa on Sunday, who Ottawa's been surging. They're a good team since the deadline. And then you got Arizona on Tuesday, I believe, or Wednesday, something like that.
Tuesday, yeah.
That's where you can pull 6 points out real quick and get yourself right back in this race. But the big thing is with the Flames, as they have been all year, when they face bad teams, they don't play like themselves. So, like I said to you last night, I mean, every team's Boston. You're playing Boston every night from here on out. You can't have an off night.
Yeah, no, that's literally what it is. It's not. There's no margin for error here. There's no like we're just gonna take the night out. Like we're in a comfortable spot. Like we're in Arizona, college rink. Who cares? No, you go to Arizona and you dominate. For whatever reason, the universe loves us enough to give us one final little lifeline here. So take advantage of it.
One guy I want to shout out to as well is Troy Stetcher. That Saturday night game here in Calgary against Minnesota, I honestly did not like his game at all. I didn't think he was good. But those last 2 nights in Minnesota and Dallas, I thought Stetcher was great. I mean, seeing the ice well, he was doing everything defensively. He's jumping up in the play. He's looking more comfortable, which is a really good sign for this Flames team.
I mean, you'd think that the adjustment period would be a little longer than just a game, and I'm glad that it is really just a game.
More. Like more of that, please.
When was that the first cross lane feed we've had all year?
Yeah, it's pretty close to. Everything is north-south with this Flames team. It's
Oh, the second he dished that, I was like, I love you. I was like, I love you more than I did when I watched you at the Worlds and you set up Mange with that disgusting and then dished it over. Oh my god, yeah, no, Troy Stetcher. At the end of the day, this is an audition for both Nick Ritchie and Troy Stetcher to earn jobs on this team next year.
Yeah, it really is.
And Nick Ritchie, penalty trouble. Yeah, he scored, right? He scored that goal in Dallas, but did you reduce the penalties, bro? Just a little bit, because
Like,
not the fact that they were frequent, but they were timely in parts of the game where you're like, no, not now.
and the penalties he took are also about 200 feet from your own net. So both penalties that I saw Richie take in these last two games were both in the attacking corners.
Yeah. Just what even is this season, man? It seems like every recording we're so up and down. This is the most roller coaster. This is the most roller coaster of a season I think we've ever been on in our lifetimes. Judging back to when we even like could register what the hell was going on, right? We weren't a playoff team. That was the 09 to 2014 little stint where it was doo-doo, right? So 14, 15, right? It was a battle we got in, right? 15, 16, we could tell that we weren't going to make the playoffs back in like January, right?
Mm-hmm.
16, 17, it was a fight, right? Wild card spot. 17, 18, again, like after the stick flip, I was like, yeah, like Gulletson throws a stick into bleachers, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's not it. I'm like, our playoff hopes just ended. Like, just that right there just ended. 18, 19, we knew how that went. 19, 20, we were, in the mix, and then COVID shut down the world. So then, we had the play in, made it, all that. North Division year, we knew it was away from us.
Yeah, I honestly completely deleted the North Division season from my brain. I don't even remember it anymore.
Me too. At least I try to. Then 21, 22, we all know how that went. But then this year is just like different. This year this organization has made us feel everything since July.
And it's felt so hopeless at times too, right? Like, I mean, even dating back to the summer, you lose two superstars, you bring in Huberto Kadri. It's a whole mix-up. And then what was it? The first 5 games of the year, we went 4-1, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, this team is it." Like it's, and then you're right down in the dumps, and then you're back up and you're down, and that's just the year it's been for the Calgary Flames.
I've only been able to win 3 in a row once this year, and that was in December. If we can do that on Friday, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'll actually be bought back in after I had already dissociated myself from this team hurting my feelings. So yeah, this is where we're at. Just a constant, we're feeling everything. They're making us feel literally everything. Oh man, those were huge wins, and you absolutely cannot not show up against these bad teams coming up. Ottawa, I'm a little worried about because Ottawa's also in the fight too. And we don't have a great history with the Sens as of late, extrapolating the last 3 seasons. But
looking towards Ottawa there. I mean, like a good team, made some good deadline moves, got better, and they've looked better since the deadline, but they're still hurt in goal and struggling with goalies. So, like, you got to find a way to score against Ottawa on Sunday. There's no excuse to not beat Mad Sogard again this time. Like, you got to bring your A game.
Literally every single game coming up here. You've got 17 left. You need to bring your A game on absolutely every single one of them for this whole easy schedule thing, which is accurate, right? If you beat the bad teams, it's accurate, right? And I guess the Jets are about to play the Wild. They're 2-6-2 in their last 10 at the time we're recording this. So they're kind of throwing us a bone here to get back into the race. So we got to take advantage. That's a little review from Into the Flames over here on your fine Wednesday evening.
Wasn't a planned review, but I mean,
definitely was not a planned review. As you can tell, we are rambling. We are absolutely rambling. So I was like, we need to add something to make it an actual episode, right? So that's what we're doing. We made an actual episode. So yeah, if you guys liked our content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing is the most important one, and liking is also important, and commenting is also. As a matter of fact, all 3 of them are equally as important. But just like do it, right? So like those buttons, click them. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. Go Flames, go!
Let's go. Back in the race, baby.